first episode of Sideline. I'm your host, Zeke, with my co-host,
Connor.
Today we're going to be talking about college football, NFL, baseball, the Crawford fight, and the UFC fights last week and this current week. Connor?
Alrighty, to start off, we're going to talk about week 1 of college football. And to start off, we start off with Clemson versus LSU. And LSU won this game 17-10. And I want to talk about how poorly Clemson played. And I had very high hopes for Cade Klubnik, and he played horribly.
Oh, you got to put it in consideration. They're playing LSU, who has a great defense.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not offense without Kyron Lacey being on there. And their O-line has taken some hits because he was a first pick. God knows his name. I do not. But for the second game, we're going to be talking about Notre Dame Miami at Miami. This game was a real toss-up, I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Notre Dame's not the same like last year without Riley Leonard, and Miami with Carson Beck, they're looking like a unit on that field, I'm going to be honest with you.
And Notre Dame, who's the quarterback? Carson Beck. I do think Carson Beck is going to finish the season as a Heisman candidate. He's really good at reading the field, making the right plays. He was good in Georgia, but one thing about Notre Dame is they have one of the best running backs. I forgot his name, but I think last year he finished with over 1,000 rushing yards. He didn't play his best against Miami. I don't think they used him that well.
Who do you think's better, Carson Beck or Cam Ward? Just starting out.
Starting out. Cam Ward. But I think,
so nonchalant.
So he's so nonchalant. But okay. So then next up is Alabama versus Florida State.
Alabama just got murdered.
They did.
The end of a dynasty. That game. Florida State has officially been back since like last week, and since that game, from last year being winning 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, I think Florida State won 1. Yeah, they won 1, and then they came out. And the quarterback was hyping up the game against Alabama. I was like, they're going to get smoked. And they came out and whooped Alabama 31-17. And he ran all over
Tommy Costello's, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. He ran all over their defense.
He's so good. He's a dual threat. He makes reads. And their wide receiver core is dangerous. Their defense, I mean, who they play last week? And they scored 77-3.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an FCS school, but still, nonetheless.
Yeah, 77 points.
Now, week 2, we're going to be talking about some major games that we decided: Michigan, Oklahoma, and Mississippi, Arizona State. Let's first talk about the Michigan game.
Okay, so I had high stakes in this Michigan Oklahoma game against you. We had
that's money.
Canes on the line, and then I had high hopes against Oklahoma, and they beat your Michigan team. Now, I will give props to this Michigan team. They put a fight against Oklahoma. They didn't lose by much.
Mm-hmm.
And I am scared to play Michigan this week. As a Nebraska fan, I am scared to play them.
Exactly. I mean, me too as a Nebraska fan. But yeah. I think you got to play station. We do have home field. But back to the game, I think Oklahoma, their quarterback is unbelievably good. I think compared to Bryce Underwood, he's got some room to improve. But he's only a freshman.
Yeah, and he's looking good for a freshman.
Exactly.
And John Mateer for Oklahoma, he can be he can win the Heisman for sure.
Yeah.
I think right now, I didn't look at it, but I think right now he's just a Heisman favorite.
Mm-hmm. And their defense is just pretty damn good.
Yeah. And then, so next up is Mississippi State versus Arizona.
This one hurts. This one hurts really bad. All I can say, man-to-man, cover your guy, dude. He was so wide open, it was just heartbreaking. Honestly, I'd rather not watch that game at all. I wish I forgot it. It was a huge upset. I mean, being ranked number 12 in the country, almost beating Texas last year, and having the same team besides Cam Scadaboo, that's really just depressing.
Are they not going to be the same without Cam Scadaboo? They're gonna.
I think Sam Levitt has potential to still be good. He's only a sophomore, so I think
he's a junior.
I'm pretty sure he's a sophomore. I could be wrong, but I think he has room to grow. He makes the right reads. He's mobile. He could get there. It's college football, guys.
Yeah, college football. I mean, really anything can happen.
Exactly.
So, week 3 had a lot of good games.
This
Texas A&M against Notre Dame. This was a really good game, 41-40. Texas A&M looks good this year, I will say. Notre Dame, I still have faith in them. You know, they do have a really young quarterback. He's a freshman, and he did put up 40 points against Texas A&M. But I would look at Texas A&M making the playoffs this year.
Oh yeah,
I would for sure look at them and making a run maybe.
I mean, they always have these seasons where they do good and then they just crumble near the end of the season.
Yeah.
But this year, I mean, beating Notre Dame. I mean, they have the hard SEC competition. I mean, but compared to other teams like Georgia and Tennessee and Alabama they have probably the easiest. I mean, they have great team for it to beat, and seeing how Alabama just collapsed completely against Florida State, and then you've seen them against Texas A&M. It's not really an upset.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're just so good. I think they have potential to make the playoffs. You're right.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Texas A&M was favored. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Georgia, Tennessee. That game was amazing. Let's be honest. That was a hell of a game. Both back and forth, smash mouth football. Hell of a game.
And that's what you want to see against two powerhouse SEC schools.
Exactly. Especially with the young quarterback at Tennessee and Georgia with another young quarterback without Carson Beck this year. Still, but Georgia came out top. Clemson versus Georgia Tech.
Hey, I'm gonna say it. I think Georgia Tech could also make the playoffs.
Their team is just so good, and let's see. We have to see until they play Georgia because last year that was overtime. So I think they have great potential. Georgia Tech is amazing. Clemson,
what's happening?
They're just collapsing. I mean, the first loss to LSU, bad enough.
Yeah, that's bad.
I mean, it's a ranked team though, but Georgia Tech guys.
Yeah, come on. I mean, Kate Kubnik, I had him.
Just good.
I had him as my Heisman winner. I had him, and then all of a sudden they lost against LSU and now Georgia Tech. And
but he's not as worse as DJ Lagway throwing 5 picks.
Oh, yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah.
Against what school again? Okay, so onto the NFL, and week 1 slate starts with the Eagles versus Cowboys, and I had the Eagles winning, and they did 24-20, and I think they played pretty well. Used Saquon Barkley pretty well for a touchdown, and I think that's a good start to this season.
CeeDee Lamb can't catch a football.
No, he can't. And that's the way I like it.
Cowgirls. So Chargers Chiefs is the next game we're gonna be talking about. Hapless, the greatest game for that week. I'm gonna be honest. Chiefs losing. I mean, in Brazil, amazingness. Chargers. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Ever since Madison Beer came in Justin Herbert's life, he's been balling, bro. You see, he hasn't thrown an interception yet, so I think he's got potential to be up there for sure in top 5 QBs right now.
And then he's like 5 touchdowns and 500 yards so far.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, crazy.
And this is my favorite game so far this season. Bills versus Ravens. Bills were down by 15 points in the fourth quarter. Came back and beat the Ravens. That's why the Bills are my Super Bowl favorites right now. Josh Allen's going to be the Bills Super Bowl this year. I'm calling it. And Ravens, like usual, they choke. What's new with the Ravens? So, I mean, you expect nothing less with the Ravens.
By 1 point, you're acting like
they still choked. They had a 15-point lead in the fourth, and they lost.
Whatever.
What team would do that? No one. Besides the Ravens. All right, your turn, big boy.
Commanders, Packers this week, except for the week 2. Commanders, Packers, Bears, Lions, and Eagles, Chiefs. Eagles, Chiefs game. Chiefs lost again. What do I gotta say?
That's perfect. That is perfect.
That's the highlight of this week. I mean, besides the Lions murdering the Bears, I mean, Caleb Williams has got no help over there, and
the Bears are. The Lions. Are the Lions with all their
just to lose to the Commanders in the playoffs. So, I mean, but they got a great team. So,
yeah.
Commanders, Packers. I didn't really watch this game, but I will say Jaden Daniels did cook. That's all I remember. I mean, I didn't watch most of it, but he did cook. Packers are the Packers, and they suck.
The Packers won. The Packers won.
I didn't watch the game.
I watched a little bit of it. The Packers have Micah Parsons, and I think that he said, okay, okay. Next is baseball, and so if the season ends today, the postseason picture looks like the Mets, the 6th seed, the Padres, my team, the 5th seed, and the Mets play the Dodgers. Dodgers win 100%. The Padres played the Cubs. I have the Padres winning. That means the Padres played the Brewers. I think the Brewers beat the Padres. The Brewers are really good. I think the Phillies beat the Dodgers.
What?
I like the Phillies. I like Bryce Harper. He might be crazy, a psycho, but I want the Phillies beat the Dodgers. And then it'll be the Mets and the Phillies on the NL side. That's hard. That's hard for you to pick, but give me Philly to beat the Mets. Phillies in the World Series. On the other side, it's Astros against the Mariners. Boston against New York. I have the Mariners beating Houston. I have the Boston Red Sox beating the Yankees. Boston has been the Yankees' kryptonite all through the year. I think that's going to come in the playoffs too.
I agree.
And then I think the Blue Jays beat Boston. The Blue Jays are really good this year. And the Tigers beat the Mariners. I think the pitching staff is really good.
Yeah.
And I think Toronto beats the Tigers. Toronto's really good
To be
this
in the
year.
World Series?
Be in the World
Who do you
Series.
got?
Blue Jays. Phillies. Give me Bryce Harper and the Phillies. I've been wanting to see the Phillies win the World Series for so long, and I think they do it this year. That's my pick.
I like it. I'll agree with most of it besides the Mariners. I think we got to have one big upset. The Dodgers are for sure going to beat the Phillies for sure. I believe that. I mean,
You think the Dodgers are going to beat the Phillies?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. I think Cubs, they are not that good as what we think. Padres for sure. Brewers are probably going to beat the Padres, as you said. Toronto. I think it's going to be Toronto and Dodgers in the final. Okay. And I got Toronto.
All right. I don't hate that. That's good. I like those picks.
First things first, we're going to be talking about the Crawford fight. I mean, he is the GOAT, undisputed. He has 14 belts over 4 divisions, and his parade's the 19th to celebrate his victory over Canelo Alvarez. I mean, since the last fight, Errol Spencer, he's been a dog, you know. And also in boxing news, Jake Paul versus Tank Davis. I got Tank on this one, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, Jake Paul versus Tank, you said?
Today in the UFC and last week, UFC Noche happened. It was Diego Lopez versus Gene Silva. Diego Lopez winning by spinning knockout. It was a great card in San Antonio, a great crowd, and one of the best noches that the UFC has had. And this week we got, for fight night, Alberg versus Reyes. I think this week is probably going to be Dominic Reyes winning at a 190 favorite. My other picks are Neil Magny at plus 425 and Aslar at minus 140 as my favorite to win those fights.